right, here we go.
The 6AX Classic Breakfast with Nat and Westo.
And here we are at the end of another week of the Classic Breakfast. And you know what that means?
It means the podcast.
The podcast.
It also means that we play back things that may not always make it to the wireless. Because if it did, we would probably be off the air.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people actually would like.
Quite possibly.
Well,
so the podcast itself you can get on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and at 6ax.com.au.
Of course, where you'll find all good podcasts. So while we're in there, I've got no idea. So, Bali, mate.
Oh, yes.
I love me Bali.
You do.
As you know, that's where I went on our annual leave. And I don't know what it is about me, but every time I'm walking around Legian or Seminyak, people come up to me and number one, they always offer me a massage. Massage, miss? Yeah. Yes? No, mate, I don't want a massage. Do you want your feet nibbled by a fish? No, mate, because all these other junky feet have been in there and yucky, like, toe jam and stuff. No, I don't want no fish eating my feet. And then the Valium. Oh, I always get offered Valium. To relax, miss. To relax. Mate, I'm in Bali. I'm only drinking Bintang. I'm having massages every day. How much more relaxed do you want me to be? And can I just ask you, I'm surprised they're still around, but what is the obsession with those bottle openers that are in the shape of, you know, male anatomy?
Oh.
Have you seen them?
No.
They're made of wood, and sometimes you can get coloured ones.
I have seen them,
and they come in various sizes.
Yeah.
I mean, make your eyes water.
Yeah.
I even offered to get one for Shay because she's single at the moment. I offered to get one for Shay, and I sent a photo, and I sent it to her. I said, do you need a bottle opener, mate? And she's like, no, I'm good, thanks. I'll just continue drinking out of cans. So that was Bali. Speaking of Bali, by the way, I've learned a new Bintang trick for when I'm down by the poolside bar, lounging on the lounges, jumping in and out of the pool.
Yeah.
So we'll discuss that.
Okay.
Also discussing the big news in the world at the moment, a recent superstar wedding and a particular favour that your other half, Yelena, wanted you to pull, which, by the way, you failed at.
I don't know who she thinks I know, but anyway.
Oh, mate, you can pull some strings. You're in the media. And talking about losing, well, let's talk about the state of origin decider that occurred, because I'm a Queensland fan, so I'm dirty, mate. I am dirty at the result. There's always next year. Who cares? Neil the Seal, talking about big units.
Yep.
Tasmania. I mean, he's gone home now, but he's been causing a bit of ruckus.
He does that.
He does that. So we'll talk about Neil the Seal, who is an institution just quietly. He's up there with Mick Dundee. And we're going to take your calls on professions or jobs that would turn you off dating someone. And you'd be surprised. You wouldn't be surprised?
Is our job on the list?
No, mate. Ours are jobs that people want to date.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Everybody wants to date a radio announcer.
Is that why I was single for 9 years?
The 6AX Classic Breakfast with Nat and Westo.
Yesterday, we didn't really get to discuss your trip to Bali. How was it? You had, 10 days over there?
10 days, mate. Last time we only stayed a week. This time we stayed 10 days. It was perfect. The weather was perfect. It rained a couple of times at night, but I was already snoozing by that stage.
Did you go to the same hotel?
Yes.
With the buffet that you steal from?
Oh, my gosh, the buffet breakfast. It's not stealing. It's because I don't have a lot to eat for breakfast, and there's all these other people eating 4 or 5 courses, just stuffing their faces. I can't do that.
Don't get the buffet breakfast then.
It's part of the deal, mate. You stay there and you get the buffet breakfast. You'll be glad to know I took my freezer bags with me. When I went to the buffet breakfast, I'd have my bacon and eggs and my toast with Vegemite, and then I would grab my free pastries for afternoon tea, wrap them up and walk out straight up to the hotel room. That's for later.
Dodgy.
Well, it's not, because do you know what I noticed this time round? There were people just holding them. They were taking the pastries and just walking out from the buffet breakfast. And I saw one lady, I swear to God, I thought, oh, sister, you and me are like 2 peas in a pod. She actually had a big plate and she must have had about 6 pastries on there. She didn't even try to hide it. She just walked straight out. Chris is too scared to actually do anything. So Chris walks off while I've got the plates and then I load them into my freezer bags and take them back up. But this trip I did even better, Mr. Weston.
Right.
Because we went to the pool nearly every day. We went to the pool because, of course, it's winter over here and it's absolutely freezing and it was beautiful over there. Laid around in the pool lounges for hours, which is thirsty work. You know, you're dipping in and out of the pool. Thirsty work. Here's the trick. I ordered a couple of Bintangs. Now, with your Bintangs, you get the stubby holders emblazoned with the hotel's name.
Okay.
Step one. Then I stocked up on Bintangs from Circle K and I kept them in my little fridge in the hotel room. So what you do is you take the Bintangs that you paid like $3 for from Circle K, you take them down to the poolside in a bag, don't forget your bottle opener, and then all I've had to do is buy one expensive Bintang from the hotel. I've got the stubby holder, so I just slip the bottle in there, crack it open, and they think I bought it from the poolside bar.
So you were taking alcohol into a licensed premises?
Well, it's not licensed, is it? You're just sitting around a pool.
It's a bar, isn't it? Would you do that here? Would you go to the bottle-o and then take a six-pack into a pub?
No, that's different.
Oh,
I'm sitting around a pool. It's completely different, mate. In my mind, it's completely different. And everyone was doing it. They're all taking their own drinks and stuff, but I decided to swap out the cheap big tanks from Circle K. Mad if you don't, mate. That tip is free. Use it at will. All I can say is, though, because I was collecting the bottles, so they didn't know. And Chris is like, are you taking them back home? What are you doing? Containers for cash. Let me tell you, I am just so lucky that I got extra check-in luggage on the way back because I'm going to go to Cans for cash on the way home tonight. That'll pay for the trip.
Nat and Westo, the only way to start your morning. The classic breakfast on 6AX.
How about the richest woman in music history?
Oh, Tay-Tay.
Your
She's
mate-
married now.
Your mate Tay-Tay. So she's worth around 2.1 billion. That's with a B.
She's earned that, mate.
Oh, she has. She's worked so hard. No, she has. She's hardworking. But yet you pointed out the obvious fact. Got married. Hasn't talked about it at all, which is interesting.
Is this the donation thing that she did?
No.
You didn't know about that. I thought we were going down that path because before she got married, she donated absolutely millions. One of the foundations that she donated to was Dolly Parton's foundation, getting kids into literature. Anyway, I digress. I was just throwing that in there.
So not much has come out. They haven't spoken about it. Her and the hubby, Travis Kelce.
Yep.
There was about 1,000 people there.
Madison Square Garden,
which is basically a windowless fortress of all of the romantic places that you could choose.
Did she get up on stage and sing? Did she get those legs out?
This is the thing. There's like 1,000 people invited and very little has come out about it, which is interesting because normally you know everything that's going on with her every step of the way. So it's meant to be the most romantic day of her life. Maybe she's keeping it under wraps. She hasn't made $2.1 billion US for keeping everything private. So I'm looking forward to the potential documentary about the wedding.
So much sarcasm, mate. It's dripping.
Well, it's a wedding. Monetize it.
I love
You don't know how
Tay-Tay.
how long it's going to last, and by the time she gets onto husband number 4, there's going to be less interest.
You know who was the person in charge of the wedding?
Who officiated the wedding? Yes,
officiated. You know,
Adam Sandler.
Yes,
and apparently he wrote them a song and everything. Which is bold when you're writing a song for Taylor Swift. But over the weekend I had my other half yelling at my place.
You got married?
No.
At Optus Stadium.
No.
Oh, congratulations, little buddy.
No. We would have done it in a windowless fortress somewhere because there'd be so much media interested, I'm sure. I said to her, look at this. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got married. And straight away, she's like, oh, my God, you've got to get me photos. And I went, well, first of all, who did your last slave die of? You could look it up yourself. And second of all, there's nothing come out. There's nothing released.
But you work in the media, mate. You should have contact.
It just did not land, did not register. There's nothing that's come out. She goes, I don't care. Get me photos.
ChatGPT, mate.
The classic breakfast with Nat and Westo on 6AX.
Big night last night.
Rugby league.
Rugby league.
Best mate, Shay came over last night for dinner and to watch the state of Origin decider, Queensland versus New South Wales, one apiece.
Yes.
Now, obviously, Shay being a Newcastle girl, she is an avid Blues supporter. Chris and I go for Queensland because our little dog Sprout was born in Queensland. And more importantly, we know that it annoys Shay so much. So, as you know, we all got kitted out at the first game. Thank you to Best and Les.
Yep.
So we were watching the game last night, and she's a sore loser. So the last match, she didn't talk, and then she just left. And then last night, ungracious, mate. Ungracious. I can't remember how many times she slapped me to the point where I said, I bruise easily. That was actually quite painful. So she told me to harden up.
Yes.
So we were watching the game last night, and listen, I am new to the game of rugby league, and I don't know all their names. I can tell you that we go by nicknames.
Yeah.
All right. So Ponga for Queensland, Ponga, we call him Stack Hat.
Is that because he wears the
Protective headwear.
helmet? Yeah.
Then there is my favourite player number 4. He is the dark guy with the dreadlocks. We call him Two Names.
2 names?
Yeah. What's his name?
He's got 3. Are you talking about
Well, that's his first name.
You're
But
talking about the Hammer?
what's his name? And I'll tell you yes or no.
Hammer So Tabuai Fidao.
That's him.
Is that
That's,
by the way,
him. I love him.
Ponga, he's actually a WA boy.
Is he? Stack Hat's a WA guy.
He's born in Port Hedland.
And then there's Cupid, because when he scored, he did a little Cupid's
Oh, there's
bow.
a few of them do the bow and arrow thing, yeah.
Yeah,
So
but his
that
name
doesn't-
is Cobbo.
Oh, Selwyn Cobbo.
The Yobbo.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. And then on the other side, you've obviously got Nathan Cleary.
Yeah. What do you call him?
Well, we don't call him anything other than after last night's performance, Dead Set Legend.
Dead Set
I
Legend.
actually
I
call
thought-
Nathan Cleary the Chin,
I thought it would be something like that. yeah.
a.k.a. Mary Fowler's other half.
Okay. They couldn't resist showing her in the stands last night either.
Oh, she looked gorgeous, didn't she? Okay, there's another couple of New South Wales players.
Yeah.
One's Curly Sue.
That would be Liam Martin, I think.
So
the
short,
curly
hair,
Yeah, okay.
big unit.
Yeah.
And then there's Run, Forrest, Run, Forrest Gump.
Oh, was that
Who's that?
Bradman Best who had the runaway
just
try
ran.
last night? Yeah.
He just ran.
questions
Run,
around-
Forrest, run.
Questions around that one. I think that Queensland aren't too happy about the end decision was that the ball had been knocked forward by, I think it was the winger, Bostock, and then they said that it hadn't. Only after the game then did they say, yes, it had. So anyway.
Look, the result was congratulations to the New South Wales Blues, who have finally won State of Origin. And that's mostly because of Nathan Cleary,
Yeah.
the Chin.
Yeah.
And all I can say is I need to go back to not only Best and Less, where I got my shirt and my toddler beanie. I want my money back from them. And I've got to go back to Bali because I bought a knockoff Queensland shirt as well.
Okay.
So next week I may or may not be here.
Making every morning a classic. Nat and Westo, the classic breakfast on 6AX.
There's another article.
Oh, you love your World Wide Web, don't you?
I do. No, this is a global survey done by a data collection platform, and they've ranked 20 major professions by their average attractiveness score on a scale of 10. Top of the list is a romantic catch. I don't think there's any surprise here. With a massive 8.77 out of 10, a doctor.
It's the white coat, but you know what else it is? The
What?
American Express card.
Okay.
And you just go crazy. You don't even have to go to the restaurant and look at prices. You just go, yep, I'll have the crayfish.
Right. What about teachers then? Second.
Oh, that's
Score
a caring one.
8.71. Probably not the same level of credit card access, but
Probably not. No, they don't get paid enough.
politicians don't fare well, although
dear.
they weren't the least attractive. They were in the bottom 4, 7.75 out of 10.
How does Kylie Minogue feel about politicians?
Well, you know, I think she said she'd kill. What's that game? Shag, marry, kill? I think she went for kill. So it's an interesting mix. Obviously, medical professionals, teachers, they're up the top. Apparently, real estate agents tied for 4th place, 8.5 out of 10. I would have thought, you know, with the fact that they're basically working all the time, they work all weekend. Maybe that's the appeal. You never see them.
Oh,
You know, if they're doing their job well, they're always working.
I didn't see it from that angle.
Accountants just behind them.
Accountants. Nothing turns me on like a man with a calculator.
Delivery drivers, retail workers, engineers and IT managers all together at an 8.3. The least attractive ones, emergency service workers and tradespeople, surprisingly low.
No.
Firefighters an 8.04. Construction workers, police officers further down, 7.85.
No, totally disagree. If you've got a uniform, if you're a fiery or a paramedic, I'm all yours. I don't care that I'm married, I'm all yours.
So how about this? Dentists, least attractive profession on the list. Last place, 7.26, just behind journalists, 7.35.
Who are these people asked?
I don't know.
Who are these people they're asking?
That's why we're going to do our own survey. What job would put you off dating someone? Radio announcer probably at the top of the list.
You reckon? Are you listening, Yelena?
Well, yes. So what job would put you off dating someone, Ernie from Atterdale?
Probably more white-collar workers because they're above you. They think that they're better than you because they're better educated. I've spoke to people like this in my job, in my life. I look at them and I go, well, can you strip a mini to the ground and rebuild it? And they go, oh, no, well, then shut up.
They'll pay someone to do it.
Exactly. And then I look back at some of these people and, yeah, they've got nice things, but they're not happy.
And look, Ernie, when the zombie apocalypse comes, we're not going to need people shuffling paper around. We'll need someone who can build a vehicle.
Exactly. Put something together, rebuild stuff.
I really love people that are handsy, and I don't mean that in a gropey kind of way. I mean,
good.
That are good around the house, that can fix things. And as far as tradies are concerned, they're good-looking examples because they're always using their muscles and their bodies.
Yeah, and especially
I love someone when they put the footy shorts
especially
on.
when the work pants like ride low when they're bending over under the sink. And that sort of stuff.
No, different kind of tradie. I'm picturing a different kind of tradie, mate.
The old plumbers.
Not the old coin slot.
Wayne from Maylands, what about you, mate? What job would put you off dating someone?
I was going to say my own job, but my job's on that list.
It is on that list, and you scored pretty well, delivery driver.
Oh, hello, man about town, Wayno. I think you're in, mate.
An 8.3 out of 10, mate.
Oh!
That's why I'm getting out my last day on Friday.
What are you going to be doing, mate?
I'm still driving, but it's a better paying job. I'm going to be delivering tyres to tyre dealerships.
Look at you. You're going to be rolling in the dosh and the tyres.
Rolling.
Hey, good luck on your last day, Friday, and good luck with the new tyre job.
Thank you. I can't wait for that last day, I tell you. I said to somebody yesterday, I got to bring a Jack Daniels to work and drink it when I finish.
When you finish, mate, do what I do.
Yeah,
or maybe even during it. Who knows?
Oh.
Yeah, Wayne will have a driver on Friday. Don't you worry about that. Chris Morgan, we're talking about what job would put you off dating someone.
I reckon if it was one of those blokes that drove the truck that went around and sucked the stuff out of the portable loos on the building site.
Oh, like Shane Jacobson. Kenny.
I reckon that they would never get that smell out of their skin, no matter how much they washed.
That's an interesting viewpoint, mate. I know that when I worked at a fish shop, it was all fresh fish. It didn't matter how many times I showered after a full shift, there was still a bit of a pong around me. But at least that was just fishy. You imagine if they're doing porta potties.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the same. I used to work in the meat room for years, and I always constantly smelt like meat. You'd go to the shops afterward and there'd be 3 dozen flies following you.
And you know what? You never got approached by vegans.
No, they kept right away from me.
Apart from the protesting ones.
Yeah.
I think it must get into your pores or something, and I reckon that they would constantly smell like poo.
Just stick some incense sticks on them and start burning. Some rosary beads.
Rosary beads.
Yeah. I don't know. The devil's inside them.
The Classic Breakfast with Nat and Westo on 6AX.
Can we... What's that?
Is that a seal?
Okay, I was expecting something a little bit different. That's a seal sound effect. And the reason is, can we just give a shout out to Neil the seal?
Neil the seal.
Please. Neil, the 1-ton, 5-year-old elephant seal who pops up in southern Tasmania a couple of times a year. That's quite unusual, but he was actually born there. So it's like he goes home.
Okay.
So when you go home for Christmas and stuff and you normally go and meet your friends and your relatives, he hasn't got any there, so he's sort of running solo.
Solo seal. I think you're right. I think that was a small seal, wasn't it?
I don't know.
He would sound a lot bigger.
Yeah. So Neil, like a lot of 5-year-olds, he has temper tantrums.
Right.
Probably a little bit harder to control than a 5-year-old human one would think.
Yeah.
Because you can put those little harnesses with the bungee cords on kids, can't you?
Yes.
So if they get under control, you just whack them back. And they ping pong, ping pong, ping pong.
I think there's laws against it, but sure.
Oh, is there? That's probably why I haven't got children. But when Neil has a bit of a temper tantrum, he causes a fair bit of havoc. It's things like smashing down benches and road signs. Like he likes to go up against those road signs like, 60 Ks here
Yep.
or Children's Crossing. He bumps up against it with his bulk. And remember, he's a ton. And then he tussles with them and bends them to the floor. So it's costing the local authorities quite a bit of money. It's because he has no other seal friends or, siblings to play wrestle with, like puppies and like children, and he's bored. He's a Nigel no-mate. That's so sad. He hasn't got any friends. I want to go over there and give him a bit of a tussle as well. But this is the sad bit, right?
Right.
Authorities are concerned that he's just going to keep growing because they can grow up to like 4 or 5 ton. And the public are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be keeping away from Neil the seal. You've got to keep at least 20 to 30 metres away. If you've got your dogs, keep them on leads. You could get a $277 on-the-spot fine and end up in court as well. The local authorities are also having to pay for a 24/7 security detail, like Taylor Swift. Only a lot bigger than Taylor Swift, and slightly less cash. Authorities are so concerned that they're looking at protecting him by euthanizing him. Oh, okay, so we are going to protect you. We're just going to kill you. How can you do that? It's Neil the Seal. He's an Aussie icon. He's up there with Mick Dundee.
Right.
So there is a petition going at the moment to save Neil the Seal from euthanasia, and I think we should all get on board, including you, Billy Slater, coach of Queensland Rugby League. I think Billy needs to make a phone call. And Neil the Seal is a huge unit, and the Maroons need him right now on the team after last night.
Nat and Westo, the only way to start your morning. The Classic Breakfast on 6AX.
Oh, good Lord above, do I love my studies.
Yes.
A mouse study has found that 2 hours of daily silence was linked to new neuron growth in the hippocampus,
Okay.
which is the part of the brain involved in memory and learning. Sitting in silence for 2 hours a day can actually help improve your brain and its function. I don't know if 2 hours is the minimum or just a suggestion,
Is
so
that
to speak.
silence as in not speaking with people, or does that count, say, road noise or something?
No, it's just silence. And for me, those hours are generally between 5:30 and 9, which is the complete duration of the show. So, when I don't listen to a word that you say, and you often have to repeat yourself again and again and again, and I'm completely honest with you because you'll rattle off all this stuff and then I'll just turn around to you and I go, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening to a single word you were saying.
Yes, it's something that I share in common with your other half, Chris.
Totally. Westo and Chris, I'm not ignoring you. I'm growing new brain cells and making myself smarter.
It's working.
The 6AX Classic Breakfast with Nat and Westo.
The most annoying driving habits, according to the survey, number one is tailgating. I think all the usual suspects are there: aggressive driving, phones, merging, speeding, not going fast enough,
Not
sitting in the
using
wrong
your
lane.
blinkers, which
Yep.
is normal for Audi drivers.
Fail, and Mercedes. So that's what we're asking you this morning, Dave from Cloverdale. The most annoying driving habit for you.
I've recently licensed P-plater on the red plate, which I believe is within the first 6 months of driving.
Yep.
Driving a BMW, speeding, tailgating, indicating, not indicating, weaving in and out of traffic all the way down Leach Highway.
Oh, good Lord.
That's a lot of annoying habits all in one, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, well, it's a P-plate driver.
I bet they were
You think
taught by
they'd
Dad.
have- It's all fresh in their mind. They'd be doing what's right. But instead, no, they're carrying on like a normal rigid cranium.
Yeah.
Well, they passed the
I
test.
blame the parents.
See, that's why my mum refused to teach me how to drive. So we're talking about annoying driving habits, Christine. I'm sure that you've got a list there. What do you find annoying out on the roads?
This is 10 foot long. Apart from the usual things of no indicators, tailgating, merging, there's someone who just has no clue on overtaking lanes. We had an incident a while ago. We're driving on, they're doing 80 in a 100 zone, right? 2 cars behind with trailers on. Mr. Smarty Pants in the car at the front decided, there's the overtake lane. I'll move into the right lane. Yes.
Not if you're not doing the speed, mate. That's there for a reason.
That's right. But he did it deliberately. So, of course, eventually we went up past a couple of trailers because they weren't going to go past him. My husband, his Ranger, right up his ass.
Oh, so your husband...
Was then tailgating.
Yeah.
No, he got the guy to move over, and I just yelled out the window, told him he was a silly jerk.
Did you...
Go and learn your road rules.
Wow.
Christine from Stirling, did you participate in a bit of road rage?
Not really.
Well, it sounds like you rolled down the window and mouthed off to them. Did you flip the
Are you
bird as well?
Sure it wasn't Christine that slapped you that time? Craig from Spearwood, how are you?
Not too bad. I mean, I'm a little bit annoyed at the moment and a little bit frustrated, and main reason for that is because I hate it when people at a set of traffic lights, the lights are red, you pull up behind them, and there's enough room to park 3 double-decker buses between their car and the car in front of them. The light then goes green, and then because they're driving a manual, they suddenly realise they put it into drive, which takes another second and a half, and then they make an attempt to start, and they go forward, and then the light goes red, so they're the first car in line.
Unbelievable. I don't understand why people leave that gap before the traffic lights, because aren't traffic lights on a sensor as well? Like you have to be up at the line for it to pick it up?
Yeah, some of them.
Yeah, you see, some people are afraid that the car in front will bite them. And I mean, I understand that. I have seen the cars that eat Paris.
Yeah, that old Aussie classic. Let's take one more call in Lockridge. Yanni, what is your most annoying driving habit?
When they pass you, shoot in front of you, and then slow down.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
No, it isn't me. I only do that, Yanni, if I let you into my lane and you don't give me a courtesy wave, because I hate people not giving me a courtesy wave. Don't you hate that though, Yanni? You let someone in and you don't even get so much as a finger up.
Oh, it just really gives me the
right? And then you cut in front of them and then put your brakes on. We know now that we should not cut in front of you and go slow, correct?
That's exactly right.
I think I'll just avoid driving around in Lockridge just in case Yanni's out in the car.
I hope this was as much fun for you as it was for me.
The Classic Breakfast with Nat and Westo. Weekday mornings from 5:30 on 6AX.
I'm done. Stick a fork in me. I feel good.